Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Sotah page 46, which discusses the great symbolism of the Eglah Arufah. The Eglah Arufah is a situation where there is a person who died on the road or somewhere in between two cities. They measure which city is closest because they could not figure out who was the one who actually did this murder. And because this homicide was never solved, we cast blame on the city that's closest to where this person died. Perhaps they did not accompany him, perhaps they did not give him the proper provisions when he was traveling for the road, and therefore that's why he was more vulnerable to attack. Now, on this, we look at this person that died, and we say the atonement process is taking a calf. Now, it's exact. It has to be that this animal is less than a year old. Once it's already a year old, that's already too old for the ceremony. And we can understand the reason. Just like we say that this animal cannot have done any work, which means it's an animal that it has so much future potential. There's so much that this animal can become. And instead of it growing to its full physical potential, and also for it to be used for its true purpose of working the fields and making positive contributions to the world, we kill it prematurely. And it reminds us of this individual who also died prematurely. And not only that, but we take this animal and we kill it in an unusual way. Normally, we will slaughter an animal, for the ritual slaughtering process is by the front of the neck. But over here instead, we will take a hatchet and we cut the animal from the back of the neck. Again, it shows that this is not the natural way that this animal was supposed to die. The natural causes of an animal, after it's completed, let's say, all of its work, what they would do is they would slaughter it, and that's how they would eat. But this animal is killed prematurely, and it's killed in an unusual way, not in its natural way. Just like this person who died, who was murdered, which did not have the opportunity to be able to live a full life and die a natural death. Since he died an unnatural way, through murder, that's why we kill this animal also in this unusual way. Furthermore, it is brought to what's called the Nachal Eitan, which is a very hard ground, a ground in which some say no one ever worked that ground, and no one in the future is allowed to plant there. Because this ground, if we look at the ground, we remind ourselves that it does not produce fruits. It never produced fruits, and it will never have the potential of producing fruits, and we're not allowing it to. And again, we remember this person. This person had a whole future. He had a whole life ahead of him. He had the potential of making positive contributions, having children, doing mitzvos, and all of these things were robbed away from him when he was killed. So we do all of these different things in order that the people in the city should look upon this and recognize that this is a terrible tragedy that took place. When there is a death near your city, it's a reflection on you and your environment. And therefore, by looking at this animal and all of its symbolisms, our goal is to instill into the city the importance of recognizing that the importance of life and making sure to preserve everyone's life. And if you see someone that needs help, someone who needs assistance, we should do our part to make that, because that can make all the difference. The Talmud says even accompanying them just 4 cubits, just 6 to 8 feet, walking them in the right direction, just giving them a little bit of encouragement, making them feel that they're important, that they're connected, and they're not alone, can make all the difference. And by doing that, hopefully, we will save this from ever happening again.